Perfect. All right, guys. So once again, my name is Max Garza III. I'm the CEO of a and COO of a couple of different companies. We have AI Financial Services Insurance, and we also have Shop My Kilowatts and their solar division, Nikki Lou Solar Rescue, just to name a few of the companies that I personally own and run. But as I tell everybody on these conference calls, everybody literally can never have enough money to help their communities, to help 501c3 nonprofits, to basically change the world, right? Because the more funds you have, the more you can help your family members, the more you can give out scholarships, the more you can help 501c3s, you name it, right? So I tell a lot of people there's a lot of good you can do by working online, by being a marketer, by literally selling a product or helping people understand a concept. Because in reality, guys, what we do is very simple. What we do is we're consultants, right? We basically go out and people tell us what they're looking for, or what they want to purchase, and we put the information in front of them to make a sound decision. So that being said, today what we're going to be focusing on is obviously learning how to market online. Because what happens is a lot of people ask me, hey, well, how do you get so many leads? How do you get the information in front of people? You're always busy, you're always working. And I tell them I automate my marketing, and I know where I'm strong as far as marketing, and I know where I'm weak. So literally, guys, what you can do with this type of marketing is you can apply it to any business. Now, what I tell people is literally when you apply these concepts, as an example, to the plus profit marketing system, it really amplifies because we don't have to teach anybody how to use a debit or credit card. They do it on a daily basis. They do it unconsciously. They don't even think about it. There's no thinking as far as, hey, how do I swipe a debit or credit card? We do it every day when we put gas, when we buy food, when we pay our electricity bills, our cable, internet, you name it. So when we're talking financial services, it's just a concept that everybody totally understands, except that we've never been in a position where we can get cash back, and and we can also actually share in the revenue. And guys, if you have background noise, just mute your phone out. And if you have a question at any point in this webinar, you can always unmute yourself. I like to leave the lines open because this webinar is only for a select few on our team. So just so everybody knows, you can always mute and unmute if you got questions. Thank you. So yeah, guys, that being said, now the concept is great, but what happens when a lot of you run out of people that you can talk to organically, right? That's where marketing is very valuable, because literally you can start putting that information in front of hundreds of thousands, hundreds of millions of people on a daily basis and automate it. Automation is an amazing tool because it allows you to compress time and information, and it allows you to reach out to only the people that are interested. Because as an example, if you're just reaching out to 100 people and you don't know who's interested, there's no point in you spending all that time, whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly, if they're not showing any interest. Does that make sense, guys?
Oh, yes.
Okay, perfect. So literally what you see in front of you right now, can everybody see my screen? Can everybody see my Facebook page?
Mhm.
Okay. So as you can see, this is my personal page. Obviously, I have 4,999 friends. It fluctuates between 5,000 and 499.99 on a daily basis because I have so many people that request me, and I delete people, add them, delete people, add them. If I find value in them, I add them. If they're funny, I add them. Now, one thing I'll tell you is it's very rare that I post any business type postings on my personal page, right? This is my personal page. This is who I am. I mean, obviously, if you just look at the quote, and we can fall in love in one day, anything can happen in just one day. Gail Foreman. Literally, I'm big into motivating people to understand that they can go above and beyond what everybody else has labeled them as, because too many people start believing that their past defines their future. So when it comes to motivation, I am a big proponent of, hey, if you give somebody the support and training, and you're patient and you're loving, they can accomplish anything. Because too many times in our lives, people are what? They downgrade us. They tell us we can't do something. They tell us that we're crazy. And guys, the reason why they do that is because we are an uncommon breed. People that are involved in online marketing or sales or direct sales or whatever you want to call it, right? We're an uncommon breed. We're not the 9 to 5 thinkers. We're thinking about building something bigger, better, saving the world, helping others. And so that's what makes us really different. But as you can tell, I'll just show you real quick. Literally, Here's a couple of pictures. That's my sister. These are our dogs. I post videos, and if you look at my personal page, you always find videos of funny videos, dogs, motivation, working out, you name it, right? So literally, guys, as you can tell, I mean, do you see anything about plus profit? No, right? That's my sister waiting for Uber. I was making fun of her this morning. So every time she's waiting for Uber, she looks like that pretty much. So as you can tell, guys, my personal page, I use it as that, my personal page. Now, what I do is I do recommend, does before we go any further, does everybody on this marketing webinar right now have a Facebook page, like a personal Facebook?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So Wendy, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Everybody? Is there any? Maybe I should ask: is there anybody on this webinar that is not on Facebook? Is pretty much everybody on Facebook? I think okay. So since
Yeah.
nobody's saying that they don't have one, I'm going to assume we're going to go with the assumption that everybody on this webinar, all 9 people, have a Facebook page. And the reason why I'm asking is because if you don't have a Facebook page, it's really easy to start a Facebook page. But what I'm going to show you today is, so obviously you see my personal page, right, guys? So now what I'm going to show you is I also have pages where I market on, right?
Mhm.
So my full name is Valdemar Maximo Garza Alvarado III. And if you want to
Wow.
get multiple Facebook pages, you can break it up and kind of use your nickname, do a variation of your name. So if you look at this right here is an automated. So while I'm sleeping, my system is automating. The marketing. So you see how my name, for my secondary Facebook page, you see how it's my middle name and my last name? Does everybody see that?
Mhm.
So everybody can start a secondary page to market on, right? And on this page, what you want to do is you want to connect with people that are like-minded, maybe business owners, people that are home-based business type people. Put some content on there because obviously content is very important. It just ranks you higher, especially when you're posting pictures. Anything with pictures will rank higher because obviously people are visual, right? So as you can tell, in my marketing, I'm always a person that posts pictures. Why? Because when people actually go to Facebook, they don't just want to read like, novels of information. They actually want to see some pictures, right? Or as you can tell, let's say that they are trying to figure out, well, what is this plus profit thing, right? So they're able to read, as you can tell right here, just this one picture, the plus profit ASW MasterCard user benefits. No credit check, 100% MasterCard will send to you, no overdraft fees, no late fees, no interest fees, virtual bank account, zero liability, safer than cash. I mean, you want to talk about just a brief synopsis to get some people's juices flowing. That right there will get them flowing. Now, below here, Plus Profit ASW MasterCard offers the most generous cashback rewards, everyday discounts, other than any other debit or prepaid card in the world. And if you look, guys, this top card right here, can everybody see this gray American Standard Wallet MasterCard? Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom.
We did.
Okay, so this is the domestic MasterCard that we'll be getting. Now, for those countries like England and Korea, where EMV technology is integrated right now as we speak, they'll be getting this Tiger one, which I'm going to request a Tiger one because I want a Tiger. And if you see this little chip right here, that's the EMV chip. It's called an IC, integrated circuit chip. So basically, the reason why companies are adopting this technology is because it's a lot more safe. As an example, those countries like Korea and England have a lot of fraud, right? So all countries in the future will be adopting this EMV technology. But in the meantime, this is what they'll be receiving. They'll be receiving this American Standard Wallet EMV chip MasterCard, and then we'll receive this one. Now, if you are traveling, as an example, if you're going to travel to Korea or if you're going to travel to England, you can request one of these cards for you. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes. In fact, Europe has had these cards for well over 15 years.
Correct. Well, obviously,
Yeah.
as everybody knows, technology like this is always adopted overseas first, and then we're a little bit slower to
Mhm.
adopt the technology. But we are set up with the American Standard Wallet. We're set up to not only have EMV technology, but also when cryptocurrency becomes more of a conversation that Americans are going to, partake and internalize, then these cards are already set up to be able to take that
Mm.
cryptocurrency in. So that's
Wow.
a conversation we'll have at a later time. So obviously, guys, as you see, right, I'm posting every day, and what do you see down here? Somebody's asking for what? More info. Why? Because this content and the pictures obviously they appeal to her. So do I know this lady? No, I do not. This is the first time I've ever seen her comment on any of my posts. But literally, I reached out to her, and she's super excited, right? So again, does everybody understand how you can use multiple Facebook pages to market on? Because ultimately, guys, what you want your personal page is you want it as a relationship builder. And if you're just posting business stuff on your personal page, then people will obviously shy away from making connections with you. Does that make sense?
How do you get somebody from your personal page, if you post something, right, to get them to go over to the business page and get them to take a look?
Well, we'll discuss. I'm going to show you how to actually maximize your personal page, and we'll go into that
Great.
right now after I just show you these examples.
Super.
Okay, but remember that question because that's a very important question, and literally we're gonna delve into that pretty deeply today. Okay, so this is one of my. Now you understand how I market outside of Facebook, outside my personal page. But now let's go to this one. So this is you see how on this Facebook profile, my name is Max Garza, right? So obviously this is for my solar company, and I put an ad, right? I put some pictures because why do we put pictures, guys?
Because they draw more people, right? A
Exactly.
picture, a video, it's always going to draw more people.
Amen.
Google's going to pick it up, and it's always going to be more
It's going to
powerful.
rank higher. Absolutely right,
Right.
lady. Absolutely right. But again, remember that humans, we're very visual creatures. So if you saw these pictures, right, and let's say you were interested in solar, what would you do? You'd be like, hey, I wonder what's going on because if you read this ad, I mean, it's very short and sweet, right? Every 3 minutes, someone does the Running Man because their light bill is way cheaper. That's a joke. Some people are very, they love jokes. Why wait? Get solar power savings now. You can get a 30% federal tax credit. I'm asking a question. I'm a question-based marketer, right? Take advantage of the ITC before the government takes it away. Obviously, call to action is what? You have to put a call to action in all your marketing guides. Call us for a free
Mm-hmm.
quote and see what solar can do for you. Dial, I put my number, click below to take a free tour. Now, guys, write this note down. If you have a notepad or if you have notes on your phone, write this note down. Every time you market, you have to give a call to action because if you're just posting content, then people don't know how to apply what you're asking them to do. So just put this note. Always put a call to action. Call to action meaning maybe they click and call you, maybe they click on a funnel page, and that way you can actually get their information and contact them back. But without a call to action, how are they supposed to know what you want them to do? Does that make sense?
Oh, yes.
Anybody have any questions about how I set this marketing ad copy up? Because literally this right here is short and sweet, but I have two calls to action, not one. I have two. Does that make sense, guys? Does anybody have any questions on why we do calls to action?
No, get them involved. Got to get everybody involved.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, like I tell you, I automate my marketing, right? But I create a list. So if you see that when they click there, and I'll show you right now what my funnel page looks like on this one. I'll show you what both my funnel pages look like so you can just see. But whenever you create a list, now you have people that are opting in. It's called opt-in marketing. Opt-in marketing is more powerful than any other form of marketing because these people are giving you permission to market to them. They might not be ready right here and right now, but they're interested. And interested is way better than not knowing who out there wants to, purchase your products, get your service, maybe consult with you because you have a certain a specialized knowledge that they need to make a decision on a topic, right? So if we look below, I had a lady. She in Spanish, she said, "Quiero información, me interesa." Basically, she's telling me, "Hey, I want information. I'm interested in this." So as you can tell, she liked my content. So can everybody see where Olga actually liked the post? Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm asking you if you see that is because once somebody interacts with your post, your main goal, your main objective is to hit them back and tell them, "Hey, thank you very much for liking my post." As an example, you could, just so you see what I tell people, I told her, I use her name, right? So it goes, so whenever you do an @ sign and then their name, it's gonna pop up in their news feed. It's a direct message to them, basically. So I said, "Thank you for liking our Facebook post. Get more information on how solar power can drop your electricity costs every month, and an explanation of how you can qualify for the federal 30% investment tax credit. Call us," again, call to action, right, "this month and get a free solar system quote and all your questions answered." So you see, guys, even when I responded to her, I still put a call to action, right? And then since she answered in Spanish, I wrote back in Spanish because I speak Spanish. Now, if you don't speak Spanish, you can call me and we'll try and figure something out to, obviously on Plus Profit, if they're answering in Spanish, you put them on the phone with me and I'll answer all their questions for you. So you have an asset in place that not only speaks English and Spanish, but with Doc in NYC, now we have somebody who speaks Italian, Russian, I mean, you name it. We'll figure something out to get to you. So does everybody see how, again, easy text, right? It's not like I'm writing a novel here. Pictures, and boom, what happens? We get a lead. We get a qualified lead. This is a lady that's interested. She's telling me, "Hey, get me the info. I am interested in this." Does everybody see how powerful this is?
Ooh, yes.
Yep. Okay. So now let me show you what the actual, when they click on it. So this is, guys, this is called a funnel page. This is a squeeze page, a sales page. So obviously they see the picture of the house, right, with the solar panels. It looks very clean. And then it's got a nice little tagline: save up to 65% off your electricity bills with solar power. And then it's very simple. They put their first name, last name, email, mobile phone number, and boom, they can take a tour. You see that? You see how aesthetically the picture is pleasing? It's nice and simple, not too much as far as content. Now let me show you. Let me show you what the funnel page looks like for Plus Profit. This one is working like a charm because it's got video in it. And remember, guys, if you need help setting up, your funnel pages, I'm going to give you resources today where you can actually use them and you can try it out, for 7 days. And if you like it, obviously you can start using the tools we use to automate our marketing, because literally with automation, this thing gets a lot easier. If you're going to be an online marketer, you need these tools to win. So as you can tell, here's the Plus Profit English review for 2016, right? And then right below it, I have a video that describes why, obviously we managed by banks for decades and decades, and literally all these publications, Wall Street Journal, Department of Justice, I mean, you name it, right? Literally, it just shows you why banks will always, they'll literally always try for, damn it, nickel and dime. They'll nickel and dime us, but they'll make a lot of money off things like NSF fees, APRs, and they will never, ever, ever, and I'll say it again, never, ever, ever profit with you. And then at the bottom, they can take a picture, right? First name, last name, email, mobile device, and boom, they click on that. They take a tour. They can connect with us, Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, YouTube. So if they click on any of these, let's say they click on YouTube. Let me do it one more time. There we go. So So literally, they go to my YouTube channel, make 6 figures with no college degree. You see how easy that is, guys? Like now people can connect with us on our social media sites, and all we did was create a funnel page so people can get the information they need. I mean, look at these videos. I just uploaded these a couple days ago. 27 views, 32 views, 38, 29, 10. And literally, these are all people that are interested in what? Finding out more information about what we're trying to show them. So now, does everybody understand why we're using automation to get information in front of people? But more importantly, why we're building a list, an opt-in marketing list of people that want your info. Does everybody understand that?
Oh, yes.
Does anybody have any questions about that? Because ultimately, if you've never used a funnel and you've never created a list, it's okay. I didn't know about this when I first got started, but I noticed that a lot of people were making a lot of money in different programs, and they were always traveling. I was like, well, how are they traveling? But they're always posting, and they always have people no matter what business they're in. I thought it was very unique, right? And then literally I took some courses. I went to a bunch of seminars. I asked questions. I got a mentor like Ray Higdon, David Sharp. And I asked questions. I asked questions galore. Why? Because these guys were just like all of us at one point. They didn't know how to market. They had to ask questions. And the thing is, they all build lists. If you look at any top 6, 7, 8-figure earner, they all have an automation strategy in place, and they absolutely all have funnel pages, they all have autoresponders, and they all do marketing on all these mediums: Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, you name it. They all focus on a couple. They get really good at a couple, right? But they always put content out there because content marketing is king. So now you've seen how we get these different. Everybody know. So does everybody know how to start a Facebook profile? Obviously, all of you are on Facebook, right? So everybody knows how to get a profile, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So because all of you already have a Facebook profile, remember, you can always start a secondary or tertiary Facebook page so that you can use those to market, right? Because literally those aren't your personal page, and you can still connect with people, right? But literally it's on a different level. So now that you've seen, just a sneak peek of how we market, let me show you something real quick. So I use an autoresponder, right? Literally, as I'm sleeping, my autoresponder is cranking out ads all over Facebook. So as an example, if I went to details, right? And literally, guys, you'll get links to all of this. Anybody that really wants to learn how to automate their marketing, that's what we're here for. So if you look at this, guys, these are all the groups in Facebook that I'm marketing in in the past 24 hours. See all that? All that's automated. Literally, the system is working for me. And look at all that. I was asleep. When all this was occurring. Everybody see that? And then so if I go to, let me just show you something real quick. These are all my destination lists. Why? You always want to. So whenever you start marketing on Facebook and in groups, you can join about 15 to 25 groups a day, right? And if you try and join too many, they'll put you in Facebook jail, right? They'll stop you. They'll ask for verification to see if you're not a robot. But I tell people you're pretty safe joining, 15 to 25 groups a day. If you want to be ultra conservative, you can do 10 to 15 groups a day. And you want to join groups that are specific to what you're trying to accomplish, right? So if let's say that you're a home-based marketer, then you want to look for groups like home-based business owners, work from home moms, any group that's no rules, because obviously you can advertise in those, advertise your business. There's so many groups out there that you can post in. And as an example, so as you can tell, literally I break these up into groups of 99 or 125. So I tell everybody to be safe, I always try and stick between 99 and 125 posts per Facebook page per day, right? So I give it about 24 or 40 hours before I crank it up again. And the reason why I do that is because then I fly under the radar with Facebook, and they don't they don't throw me in Facebook jail. Now, that's not to say that you'll never be thrown in Facebook jail, because somebody could just, be having a bad day and they don't like your content. They could, they could flag your postings. It happens, right? But you'll be blocked for like 2-3 days, 7 days, nothing big. But does everybody see how I have it blocked off where I'm not just posting the same groups over and over and over? Does everybody see that? Can I get an amen?
Yeah, we got it, Matt. We got it.
Okay, amen, brother.
And you said you're going to make this available to us.
Correct. I'm going to show you the links that I use, obviously. So one of the things that I'll teach everybody also is, obviously as everybody's coming into Plus Profit, when I show you these links, a lot of these software companies, a lot of these companies that I partner with strategically, they're not MLM type companies or direct sales. They're just more like affiliate companies, right? Because they're software companies. So they'll even allow us to make a little money off of people using their software. So as an example, if you're coming into Plus Profit and there's a certain hierarchy, we'll try and keep that so that everybody that uses this software makes some money. Because ultimately my goal is to show you how to make money, right? I don't want everybody using my link because I want everybody to benefit from this knowledge and from these strategic partnerships that I have. So yeah, B, everybody will get the information, and as everybody wants to adopt it, if let's say I came in under B and B adopts this technology, then I sign up under B because obviously he gets a referral commission from the software company. Does that make sense, B?
Definitely. No problem.
Perfect. All right. So obviously, guys, and let me just show you, these are all the campaigns that I've been running. So as you can tell, I mean, all the freaking time. Okay. So does anybody have any questions on how a autoresponder promotes for you automatically? Any questions on that part? Wendy, I know you're an online marketer. I'm pretty sure you love the fact that you can automate your marketing.
No, I love that. And you did say that you were going to go into later, how do we do a cool post on our personal page that doesn't look cheesy, you know what I mean?
Not necessarily
Marketing.
your personal page. You're going to start a business page on your personal profile.
Right, I get that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, how do we drive traffic to that personal profile?
Well, do you see
no, or not?
traffic?
No, actually to the business page. In other words, you got your personal page, you got all your friends and family on there, and other marketers, whatever. But you're trying to get them to go to the Plus Profit page.
Right.
That's what I'd love some training on.
Okay, so obviously if you're doing that, you have a thing called Messenger, correct?
Oh yes.
Okay, so let me show you something real quick. So let's say that, let's say as an example, Wendy, you want to drive people that you know personally to your business page, right?
Mhm.
So for me, this is one of my, because I have a lot of them. This is one of my business pages within my personal profile.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Oh yes.
Okay, so let me just show you something. Okay, so I have 4,450 people that like my business page, right? My post.
Now, do you do advertising? Are you advertising on this page, or
no?
This,
I'm not.
Really?
Well,
wow.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not doing Facebook advertising. I'm advertising how I'm going to show you, but I'm not paying money to advertise. So anyway, this week, just so you can see, the post reach so far is 966. Post engagements, 14 people have liked, commented, shared, you name it. And one person this week has shopped and bought something. So when it comes to Plus Profit, it's a little different because you really can't shop. But, obviously people are clicking on other links that I have on here. So as you can tell, look, I put motivation type stuff, right? So as an example, I like motivating people because if you can motivate somebody to accomplish something great, then you're doing a good job. And you never know what picture, what message might just awaken a sleeping giant. So I'm a big proponent of motivating others. And then
okay, I just got like a really big nugget. In other words, you don't want to necessarily do a Plus Profit page. You want to do like a all-encompassing kind of business page, correct?
I mean, So the strategy, Wendy, is you can have a hyper specific page, but then you pigeonhole yourself into just putting comment about that one business.
Got that. Oof.
So if you pigeonhole yourself, because a lot of people, as an example,
cool.
let me give you a big example about Doc, right? So Carolina, she writes books. She's got 2 PhDs. She teaches people how to speak Spanish, English, Italian, you name it. She's a polyglot. She knows a lot of languages, but she's also a business lady, right? So if she only posted about teaching, as an example, Spanish on a business page, then that's all she would be able to post on that page because it's ultra hyper specific, right? But as an example, look at the title of my business page. What does it say?
Oof. It is it shop kilowatts?
No.
No,
right here.
That's the top of.
Look at the cursor.
Yep. Make 6 figures with no college degree. Oh man, you don't know what you just taught me. That's big.
But does that make sense now? Does that make sense that you don't want to pigeon your whole?
No,
like if you pigeonhole yourself
it
into
makes like
one,
such major sense. Because if I could only tell you how many business pages I have, it's embarrassing, honestly.
Well,
now that I learned this,
but Wendy, the thing is,
I feel humiliated, to be honest.
No. At least you're trying to market. At least you're trying to market. That's the beautiful thing. The beautiful thing is you're trying, but you won't learn until you try. So I applaud you, Wendy. I applaud the fact that you're trying to learn how to market. It's just these concepts. Look, I have a ton of business pages myself. But then after I started, learning from these guys who are making a lot of money, then I started really realizing, well, instead of trying to update 10 pages, why don't I just get one and update people on the things that can make the money? I mean, think about it. Doesn't it make more sense?
Dang, guy. Yes. Are you kidding me? And then you mentioned Ray Higdon. I'm done. I'm so into this. I'm sick. This is great. Good stuff.
So obviously, does anybody have any questions on how setting up a business page, right? A fan page inside of your personal profile. Because again, you can invite all your personal friends to like your page. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Because some people will like it, some people won't, but they'll get a lot of information. I mean, if I tell people all the time, if they want to follow your business, it's a great way to find marketing partners. It's a great way to find people that might purchase your products, your services. Why? Because you never know. Like, if I didn't share this, how would I have known that 4,450 people would like my page, right? I would have never known unless I shared it. Does that make sense?
Hello? Yeah.
Okay. So obviously now everybody understands that one of the first things they're going to do is what? Start a fan page / business page on their personal profile. Does everybody understand that? Does anybody have any questions on that?
Oh, no.
No? Does everybody know how to do that?
No.
No? Who's that? Who said no?
Carolyn.
Carolina.
Yeah. I just
You're
got
awake,
in
girl.
here because I didn't. I was trying to get the sound working, and then I just figured I'd just call.
Yeah, you can call in. All right, Carolina. So look, let me show you. So are you by a computer right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen, but before it was all silent.
Okay. So obviously, if you want to start your own business page inside of Facebook, you already have a personal page. But what I recommend is just a recommendation is you never want to just blast your personal page with business postings because then people will shy away from doing business with you. You want to start a separate fan page or business page inside of your personal profile. And that's where you'll educate people on what you do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So here, when we click on home, this is basically our home screen. Okay. So as we go down, at the very bottom, when you click on your home screen, you're going to see things like interests, events, developers. You can create an event, friends, apps, groups, pages. Do you see all that, Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay. So right here where it says pages, you can go to create page, and you are off to the races. If you're a local business or place, you can be very niche specific. If you want to name your, like if you have an LLC or LP, right, or you're incorporated, you put your company, organization, or institution name. Remember, your business page can be anything, but I would recommend that it's something catchy, right? Because ultimately, like, as an example, when people communicate with me and they say, "Hey, I was on your page about, make six figures with no college degree, and I'm interested in some of those things you have on there," I'm not putting like the name of my energy company or the name of my financial services company, because that sounds way too professional, right? And
Right.
a lot of these people aren't very, they don't want to, like, they don't want to be employees. They want to figure out how they can make money. But if that's what you want to do, because remember, this skill set that I'm teaching you, you can transition that into your, if you have a brick and mortar business, right? If you're a company, if let's say maybe you're a brand or a product, like if maybe you're a shirt company or a fashion design, if you're a band, public figure, artist, entertainment, maybe you're a 501c3, so you want to start a business page because you're helping to rescue animals, or you work with military nonprofits. I mean, that's where you would start a page, Carolina, where it says create a page on your home screen. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'll work with you on that. I mean, literally, when you're ready to start a page, I'll guide you step by step, right? Because ultimately,
great.
if you're putting
That's
information out there for people to learn about, your Spanish books, your Spanish teaching platform, your plus profit business, you'll win, because literally you can encompass that into one page where it's not just about one thing. You obviously want to make money on a lot of different things, and if you have, as an example, you have 4 pages at one time, it's exhausting.
I see. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Does everybody understand that, guys? Because it's very powerful. If you get this, if literally you don't get anything else that I'm talking about today, if you understand how you can get one page, name it something that's attractive, and literally just spend time updating and putting content on that, people will find you, not the other way around.
Max, where do you find the content at? How do you do the content like you did on your page? Where do I get that at?
How do I do what?
How do you get that content like you had on that paper with what's his name, the actor? Where'd you get that content at? Do you find it on Google, or?
Are you talking about this content, or are you talking about picture content? Which one?
The picture content that you was talking. Yeah, how do I get that? Where would I find that at?
That's a great question. So let me show you. You can see my my screen, right, Floyd?
Yeah, show work.
Okay. Let me show you something. So that's a great question, guys. Literally, Floyd is asking, hey, how do you get the content? Because now Floyd knows how to write ad copy. He's really good at it. I'm going to go to google.com. Write that on your notes, guys. Google.com. And I'm going to enter Plus Profit MasterCard. And guys, look at one of the top. I mean, literally, my old page was named I Diet Javita Weight Loss Coffee. That's my page. And look how high I'm ranking on Google, because I have content. Look at that. I Diet Javita Weight Loss Coffee. Again, that's my page. And once more, I Diet Javita Weight Loss Coffee. Look at that. Another one. Do you see how I'm ranking high on Google?
Yeah.
Everybody, and it's just because I'm putting content out there, just what I'm teaching y'all. The reason why so many people are contacting me is because I have content that's ranking high. But now, to answer Floyd's question, I just put Plus Profit MasterCard. If I click on images, here's all the content, Floyd. Anything that is specific to Plus Profit MasterCard will show up in images on a Google search. Does that make sense? So make sure you write down google.com as an example. Search Plus Profit MasterCard, and then click on images. And then as an example, let's say that I wanted to save this image. I would right-click it. I would go down to where it says Save Image As. See where it says Save Image As, guys?
Right.
and just hit save. That's it. It's that easy. Right click, save image as. Everybody understand that?
Mm-hmm.
For those of you that have a computer in front of you, I want you to go to google.com real quick.
Okay.
Okay? Everybody go to, if you're by a computer, if you're not, it's okay, but for the people that are by a computer, just go to Google, google.com,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you're on that site, just look up Plus Profit MasterCard. 3 words. Plus Profit MasterCard. Do a search.
Profit.
So Plus Profit MasterCard. And then obviously you're going to see a bunch of content pop up, right, guys?
Okay.
Dang. Oh, my God.
And when you click on images,
Mm-hmm.
do you see all those images available for you to put in a folder?
You are like, honestly, what we just got here today is golden. This is the golden stuff. Thank you so much. My Lord.
Oh, no worries, guys. Look, my job is to make sure that you have weapons, right? If you have marketing weapons, you can win.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a question, Max.
Answer.
I've created a page on Facebook. I have roughly about 4,000 plus friends.
Okay.
Did you, in order to get those 4,000 likes, did you go through and invite everyone as a whole to like your page, all your friends as a whole, or did you use some other type of strategy?
I did it in segments, my brother. So you could sit there and invite everybody, right, in one sitting. But what I did was I broke it up into days, right? So the reason why I do that is obviously if you hit everybody up right away, they don't allow you to invite as many. But if you break it up over a couple of days, then you're able to invite more than if you did it all in one sitting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, gotcha.
Do you know how to invite people from your page that you built?
Yeah, I've sent out, I'd say 1,000 invites, and right now I'm sitting at about 140 something likes.
Okay.
So
Now another strategy that I will tell y'all guys is you can actually use Messenger. So within Messenger, what you can do is, like, for the people that you know very well, I would recommend that you say, as an example, if you have a pen and a piece of paper, write this down. Like if I was reaching out to B Early, right? He's my boy. I've known him for a while. Or Sandy in SoCal. I would say, hey, B, I hope you're having a fantastic day. My brother, I'm so excited because I just started a business page, and I would love for you to follow me as I learn some marketing tips and tricks. And literally, if I can ever help you with anything in the future, you can literally follow me on my business page. Why? Because I'm just asking them to follow me, right? I'm not asking them to buy anything. I'm just saying, hey, just follow my business page.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not asking them to join my business. I'm not asking them to buy anything. I was like, I would just appreciate it, B, because you have a good relationship with me, that you follow my rise as far as I learn marketing, right? Does that make sense, B?
yeah, I get it.
And
I keep pressing mute. I have some background noise.
Hey, B, do you have Messenger on your phone, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So Messenger is very powerful because it allows you to have a very concise conversation with those people that you really know.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And then in the future, I'll show you some techniques because obviously as we go further and further, I'm going to show you how to get people that are actually home-based business leads, people that are not tire kickers, right? People that we're not going to siphon off of Facebook groups, people that actually are filling out forms on a daily basis saying, hey, pick me. I want something to help me make money. All right, so everybody understands how to get content now. Floyd, are you there, my brother?
Yes.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yes, sir. All right. Now you're gonna send us the recording of this. So how are we gonna get the recording?
I'm gonna put it on YouTube, and there's gonna be a code. This is gonna be a private video.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
But everybody
Oh,
on
great.
here, everybody
Max,
on here
one
will get
question?
a code. Yes.
Yes. You haven't done any Facebook advertising? This is
No.
all organic?
This is all organic. Now, will I do
Wow.
Facebook advertising in the future? Yes, of course I will. But I want to
Yeah.
see what I can do organically first.
What
In
does
the
the
future,
term
I have
organic mean?
I'll have 100,000 hits in the future, but for now, I just want to see the people that I know personally, organically, right? I want to see what their interests are.
Yes. Got it.
And Doc, did you have a question? I think I heard you.
And what is organic?
Organic just means people that you run into on a daily basis, people in your community, or people that are Facebook friends, or they follow your business. That's organic traffic. So when we're talking organic traffic, it's people that have a relationship with you, or you do business with them in the community. Does that make sense, Doc? So as an example, if I had, let me give you another example. If I had clients, right, customers, if I had customers and I have a relationship with them, when I market to them, that's my organic group of traffic.
In other words, this is not your pay. You didn't pay for this advertising to come to your site.
No. Now, in the future, I will pay for advertising because I'll show you how to leverage that. But in the meantime, I want to show you the basics of marketing. Hey, guys, if you got some background noise, please void your phone or mute your phone out so that there's no background noise.
I do have to go and spend I closed last second time, but it's okay.
Okay. All right, so everybody pretty clear on how to get
I'll send you my
how to
email
post
and
on
everything. I'll send you
Facebook,
a
how to
compilation.
start a business page, and obviously how to get content as far as pictures, images. Everybody good on that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, 100%. And the one thing I just want to jump in
no,
here and
but
say one
that's why
thing,
I-
Max, is that I really appreciate this. This is like a $1,000 plus training, and this is amazing. So thanks.
It is. Literally, I charge clients to train their people to market. I charge clients on how to build their Facebook following. And because y'all are doing business with us, you're getting it for free.
Unreal.
That's why I'm telling you,
Thank
make sure
you.
you write notes, because you're going to write notes. I'm going to give you a link to the webinar. But at the end of the day, you've got to apply this system because it works. I went to the top of my last company, and literally I worked maybe 2 hours every other day on it. Like, literally, that's nothing. 6 hours, maybe 8 hours in a week, and I got to the top of the company just because I automated my marketing. All right, let's just talk Facebook stats, because I want everybody to have a good base on why we're talking Facebook. Okay. Hey guys, everybody mute out your phones real quick if you're on the phone.
What do you do that? Star 69 or star 5?
No, just if you're on mute, if you have it on speaker, just take it off speaker.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right, because I want you to get these stats. These stats are going to blow your mind. The top 20 valuable Facebook statistics, and this was updated in April 2016. The reason why everybody on here is having a conversation about Facebook is because, guys, I want you to understand there are so many freaking users on a daily basis you can win. So let's look at the first stat. Worldwide, there are over 1.65 billion with a B monthly active Facebook users, which is a 15% increase year over year. That source is obviously Facebook, right? What this means for you, in case you had any lingering doubts, statistically, Facebook is too big to ignore. Now, stat two, 4.5 billion likes generated daily as of May 2013, which is a 67% increase from August 2012. Stat three, 1.09 billion people log on to Facebook daily, which represents a 16% increase year over year. The implication, a huge and vastly growing number of Facebook users are active and consistent in their visits to the site, making them a promising audience for your marketing efforts. I'll read that again. Making them a promising audience for your marketing efforts. Doesn't matter if you're selling pills, potions, lotions, financial services, solar. There's people on there that will eat up your products, right? And they will literally pay you to educate them on how to get them. Stat four, there are 1.51 billion mobile active users for March 2016. Guys, literally, we have a little computer in our hands now. And if you can figure out how to get the info on their mobile devices, you're going to win big. On average, the like and share buttons are viewed across almost 10 million websites daily. That's ridiculous. In Europe, over 307 million people are on Facebook. This isn't just a U.S. phenomenon. A worldwide market is available via Facebook. So for all of you that have global businesses, kind of like the Plus Profit, wink, wink, literally the global market is phenomenal. Age 25 to 34 at 29.7 of users is the most common age demographic. What this means for you is this is a prime target demographic for many businesses, marketing efforts, and you have the chance to engage these key consumers on Facebook. 5 new profiles are created every second. 5 new profiles are created every second. The implication, your potential audience on Facebook is growing exponentially. Facebook users are 76% female and 66% male. So obviously there's a lot more intelligent people on Facebook than we thought, right? Because 76 of them are female. The takeaway, since this isn't a large statistical difference, you should be able to effectively reach both genders on Facebook. Highest traffic occurs midweek between 1 to 3 p.m. The reason why I wanted to read this out to you guys is because if you're going to market, the absolute best time that I market and I get more leads is between 1 and 3. And the reason why I do that is because I read it directly from Facebook, right here. Highest traffic, write that down. If you're taking notes, the highest traffic occurs midweek between 1 and 3 p.m. So we're talking about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay? Everybody write that down because that's very important. You want to be advertising when there's actually people craving this information. Okay.
So you say 1 p.m. Is that Eastern Standard Time?
Well, whatever time zone you're in, right? Obviously, every demographic, whether you're on Eastern, Central, Pacific. Remember, all these time zones have people that their day normally is 9 to 5, right? The majority of people. So any time zone, it doesn't matter because literally the highest traffic occurs midweek between 1 and 3 p.m. So that's a great question, but understand that if you're on Eastern Standard Time, so 1 to 3 p.m. is when it's optimal for you to market. And like for me, that I'm Central, and so is me and Floyd, literally our time is Central, right? 1 to 3 Central Standard Time. And for all the people in SoCal, 1 to 3 Pacific Standard, and obviously in Hawaii, 1 to 3 on Hawaiian Standard Time. Does that answer your question, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So on another note, a Facebook post at 7 p.m. results in more clicks on average than posting at 8 p.m. So write a slight little notation on there. If you're going to post at night, post at 7 because that's when people have either already finished eating or still haven't even gotten to the dinner table. So if you're not going to post between 1 and 3, obviously you want to post at 7 p.m. Okay? So how can this help you? You have the potential to reach more consumers and drive higher traffic to your site during peak usage times, but people may be more likely to be more engaged in the evenings. This statistic may be a factor when you're planning social communication scheduling. And remember, social communication scheduling is code word for automation. Also consider that Facebook has a global audience, so you might want to plan around the time zone of your key market. So as an example, if you've got a large customer base in Hawaii, you might want to be marketing not only at 1 to 3 your time, but also 1 to 3 Hawaiian Standard Time. Does that make sense, guys? Can I get a
Definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely.
There we go. All right, so 11. On Thursdays and Fridays, engagement is 18% higher. Now, what that means, guys, write this note. Thursdays and Fridays, engagement is higher. What that means is more people are liking, more people are commenting, more people are sharing. And obviously the implication, again, use this information to determine when to post in order to optimize your social media marketing efforts. Remember, write these notes down, guys, because this is going to help you win the marketing battle. On Thursdays and Fridays, engagement is 18% higher. So when I say that, what does that mean? You want to also be posting every Thursday and Friday at what time, guys? Anybody?
1 to 3. We got to come off mute. 1 to 3.
There we go. So 1 to 3. 1 to 3 p.m., whether you're Central Standard, whether you're Eastern Standard, whether you're Pacific Standard, You want to make sure you're posting Thursdays and Fridays. And if you don't have time to post, that's why we show you how to automate. Now, there are 83 million fake profiles. That's just part of Facebook, right? The takeaway, nothing is perfect, so always remain thoughtful and strategic in your efforts. Also, fake or not, these are still potential consumers. There are various reasons for fake profiles, including professionals doing testing and research, and people who want to segment their Facebook use more than is possible in one account. Now, that's pretty powerful right there where it says, and people who want to segment their Facebook use more than is possible in one account. Remember what I told you guys? Whoever's got that background noise, please mute your phone out. Thank you very much. Remember, guys, if you have just one Facebook page, you can't post as much if you had 2 or 3 or 4, right? So this is a perfect segue in to show you that there's a lot of people that are marketing with another Facebook profile. Photo uploads total 300 million per day. The implications, again, this is an indication of engaged users. Also, it is an indication that there are a lot of photos as well as other information competing for users' attention. So target your efforts strategically. Remember, people are going to interact with your post a lot more if you have a photo, right? And you have a short, concise message. If you write a novel, they're just going to blast right by it. So the average time spent per Facebook visit is 20 minutes. What this means for you, you can have a short time period to make your impression, so use it wisely with relevant, interesting, and unique posts and offers in order to get the most return on your efforts. Remember, guys, what I told you about marketing. You want to make it concise, to the point, with some pictures or video, because that's going to engage your consumer and that's going to get them to want to click or get on your list. Every 60 seconds on Facebook, 510 comments are posted. 293,000 statuses are updated and 136,000 photos are uploaded. The implication, again, there are a lot of engaged and active users, but also a huge amount of information competing for their attention. So quality and strategy on your part matter. 4.75 billion pieces of content shared daily as of May 2013, which is a 94% increase from August 2012. 50% of 18 to 24-year-olds go on Facebook when they wake up. I mean, literally, some people smoke cigarettes when they wake up. Some people go work out. These kids that are 18, 24, the very first thing they do is look at their Facebook. They don't even brush their teeth. They literally go to Facebook. What this means for you, Facebook is important to these users, and potentially, if done correctly, so is the content you post on it. So 1 in 5 page views in the United States occurs on Facebook. How this helps you, this is a huge market on the web. If you use social media marketing efforts on Facebook well, you could have huge returns to show for it. And remember, 42% of marketers report that Facebook is critical or important to their business. It is to mine, guys. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars off Facebook since I started. And literally, if I would have never given the time to learn how to market on here, I would have never gotten to the point where I'm at, where I'm pretty much a guru at marketing on Facebook. So literally, the takeaway is this is a crowded marketplace, but you can't afford to sit it out, because odds are fairly high that your competition is there. The key is to use Facebook marketing correctly and make sure that your efforts stand out from the crowd. 16 million local business pages have been created as of May 2013, which is a 100% increase from 8 million in June 2012. Facebook marketing has transformed how business is conducted, and its use by local businesses to extend their markets continues to explode. Remember, guys, why did I tell y'all to start a business page? Because literally that's how people really connect with you and interact with you, because they understand that page is there to help them either figure out a problem in their life, get a service, purchase a product, or make money. So a thought to take with you, at 1.49 billion, Facebook has more monthly active users than WhatsApp, 500 million, Twitter, 284 million, and Instagram, 200 million combined. Facebook continues to reign in popularity over the social media channels. I mean, literally, guys, those stats are ridiculous. They're literally ridiculous. And again, this is why today's training is focusing on Facebook, because I want everybody that has a Facebook to understand they can win big time on their Facebook if they just learn simple marketing tricks and metrics. So now, guys, let me show you how I build all these funnel pages and autoresponders, because ultimately what I want you to understand is there's a lot of automation involved in what we do. And again, I'll provide all these tools to everybody, so when they're ready, if somebody's going to integrate these services, they can actually also make the money from the software companies. so this is the Conversion Pros, guys. I've worked directly with Mr. David Dubbs in the past. He's been to the top of 8 MLM companies, which is ridiculous. He's a freaking he's a superstar when it comes to automating marketing. And the reason why is because he literally automates everything just like what we're going to be doing. Can everybody see my screen? Everybody? Okay. So literally, guys, inside the Conversion Pros, we have autoresponders, we have landing pages, you can order leads. Obviously, you can get paid for sharing this software with other people. Like I said, this is not an MLM company. What the Conversion Pros does is they're basically a software company that has like an affiliate marketing program built into it. If you look at the TCP marketing suite, this is where I build all my landing pages, all my mobile websites. I've got a contact manager where I can see all my leads, an autoresponder where I can actually just send out information automatically to those leads, an email broadcaster, a QR code builder, an invoice tool, a blogging platform, a link rotator, a tiny URL system. We've got generic marketing videos, local marketing videos. I mean, this thing is from A to Z. You get everything. And then coming soon, obviously, he's working on SMS broadcasting, a voicemail broadcaster, and an auto dialer. So that's something that will happen in the future. But just so you can see, guys, like literally, if we went to Contact Manager, the beautiful thing about this system is not only can you build funnel pages, autoresponders, I mean, literally, you can contact them in real time, right? But just so you can see, can everybody see my screen? Let me make it
Yes,
bigger.
I can see it.
Okay, I just want to show you something. Okay, so these are all the people that I have right now that are leads for plus profit, plus profit, plus profit, plus profit, plus profit, plus profit, solar, plus profit, plus profit, solar, plus profit, plus profit, plus profit, plus profit, and then some unknowns, right? But I mean, just look at this, guys. Does everybody see all these leads?
You was able to connect 2 different programs under the system, or
you can connect as many programs as you want. So you have a lot of us that are on this phone call right now have multiple home-based businesses or multiple brick-and-mortar businesses. On this, as you can tell, the lander, right? The lander tells you what were they interested in. So here, Mr. Calhoun was interested in plus profit. Mr. Toma was interested in plus profit. Joe, whatever, that's just somebody that wanted to see the videos, so that's not really a lead. But literally, Victor Gutierrez plus profit, Joy Liu plus profit, Tamika Shell plus profit. So let's say, as an example, anybody that was involved in any other company, whether it's Amazon, Amway, Janess, Infinii, Davita, you can set up your landers to be anything you want them. So as an example, let's say if I went to the landing page builder, right? But obviously everybody saw those leads, right? So when I say build a list, that's what I'm doing.
okay.
And actually, before I do that, let me show you something that's they'll blow your mind. Because I want you to notice that just like I tell you, I practice what I preach. I'm telling y'all to do what? Build a list. Why? Because opt-in marketing is way more valuable than just people that you don't know what they want, right? So I totally forgot to do this real quick. So I go back to contact manager because I want you to see this, Floyd. Because this will absolutely just blow your mind when you see this. So again, you see all those landers, right? All these people are just leads, right? But if we go all the way to the bottom, I mean, look at this, guys. I got 10 pages of people that are leads. And anytime, and some advice, anytime that you start a landing page, you want to put your information in so that you can follow the marketing. So anytime you start any kind of lander, you want to follow your own marketing. Does that make sense?
Explain that a little more detail, because I don't understand. I'm better to tell you now versus this is why we're on the training. So how do you explain that for me a little more? This is Floyd.
Okay, Floyd, what was your question?
You said, does that make sense in terms of you want to follow your own landing? I don't understand the statement you made on that.
Okay, so as an example, let's say that you start a landing page, right, Floyd? Like let's say you build a lander.
What's a lander?
A landing page, like a sales funnel. Like when I clicked on my marketing inside of Facebook and it popped up those pages.
Right.
So as an example, this is a landing page for Plus Profit. So when people go to this page, it's a landing sales page. Does that make sense, Floyd? So now you understand what a landing page is?
Right. Right. It's your squeeze page.
Exactly. Squeeze page, funnel page, sales page.
Okay.
But then what I was trying to tell you is you want to follow your own marketing, right? So if you're setting up autoresponders, you're setting up funnel pages, you want to know what's going out. So you can see how it looks aesthetically. So if you see you need to change a message maybe because the message just maybe wasn't congruent to what you really were thinking.
Okay, I get it.
Okay? Okay, so my computer is working really slowly right now because obviously there's a lot of people online.
Right, that's what I figured.
No worries. I've got an AT&T 45 megabits per second, which is extremely fast. But around this time, around 2 o'clock, it just happens where we have a ton of people online. So here we go.
Like they say, 1 to 3 people.
Landing page, right? And what I meant by you want to follow your own marketing. So right here, Floyd, let's say I did Floyd Harding, F-A-H. What's the rest? F-A-H worldwide?
Worldwide at Gmail, right.
I'll put my number there. And voila. So now if this was Floyd Harding's page, now he would do what? He would be following his own marketing, right?
Right.
And you understand why you want to follow your own marketing. You want to make sure that everything that's going out. So when you have email, because you can set up your emails to go out within 24 hours, within 48 hours, within 72 hours. You can set how many emails go out to these people. And you see how it takes them directly to the Plus Profit website?
Right.
But again, now you're on my list, right? So now you'll be able, like when I send something out to the Plus Profit list that I'm building, you'll see it in real time.
Okay.
Okay? And then obviously, what do you do when you see it? You can copy it, just change the contact details, and put it into your own autoresponder.
Okay. Now, how much is this autoresponder program?
This program right here, the Conversion Pros, is $50 a month. They give you 7 days for free to try it out for $1.
Okay.
$1. But as you can tell, you can't get all these. You can't get landing pages, mobile site builders, a contact manager, which basically is a CRM, autoresponder builder, email broadcasting, QR codes. You can invoice people on this. So a lot of y'all that sell products, you can create invoices for them. blogging platform, link rotator, tiny URLs, marketing videos, you name it, right? And then you could even purchase leads, order leads of people that are responsive to starting a home-based business. And they're the leads are very good, but they're also very cost affordable. So if you look at this.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So do you have to input the leads in one at a time, or if you have a bunch of leads already, people you know, can you upload them all at one time, or do you have to do them one at a time?
So you're gonna upload leads into your system, or you're gonna buy leads? You got to be a little more specific.
If I have already CRV leads of people I know, do I have to put them in one at a time, or can I upload them as a file into the system?
Can I just give you some advice? Are all these opt-in leads, or these are people?
Right, I have opt-in leads.
Market to them.
Correct.
They have?
That's correct.
Okay, so then you could enter them. The reason why we shy away from stuff like that is because a lot of times people can spam people that way. And obviously, we're trying to teach you opt-in marketing. So if you're not getting their permission and they receive your information, they click spam, a lot of your content in the future is going to go directly to everybody's spam folders. Does that make sense? So if I personally, even if I gave you permission, but let's say it's 2 weeks later and I don't remember, and as soon as I click on spam on your email, now all these, everything from Gmail to Yahoo to MSN, they're going to start recognizing your emails as spam. So that's why I personally always recommend that you get permission from them. You build these funnel pages and you send it to them so they can, because literally, remember, they're tracking their IP addresses. Does that make sense? I mean, literally, could you do it? Yes, you could. But in the long term, if you want long-term success, you want them to opt in from their IP addresses. Does that make sense? That's just some advice. And I've seen it go both ways, right? I've seen people where, and no matter what they send in the future from that email address, it just goes directly into clutter or spam, because they input all those leads in themselves.
Amen.
Okay. And it's just some advice, my brother. You can do whatever you want, right? It's your lead list, but it's just that I would much rather you have a clean opt-in or even double opt-in list, because those people are more receptive.
That's what I was going to ask you. How fresh are the leads that we purchase?
Oh, they're actually instantaneous, my brother. They are less than 24 hours old. And if you look at the packages, 50 costs you pretty much 88 cents. That's $44 a package. They've got 100 for 85 cents. That's 85. I mean, they're very reasonable. All the way to the people that are the big heavy hitters that need, a ton of leads. They got, 1.8 thousand for 75 cents. So I would tell people, in the future, when you actually have your marketing automated and you're set up and you have a landing page and autoresponder set up, then obviously start with 50 leads or 100 leads. That way you can actually communicate with them, because what happens is you don't want to just put a bunch of leads into because what's going to happen is they're going to put it into your platform, right? And as they put it into your platform, they're going to be receiving all your targeted emails. Because remember, these are all opt-in marketers. These people that are requesting, all those IPs are clean, they're scrubbed, and they're opt-in. So it's not going to go into their spam folder. It's going to go directly into their inbox.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions on that, guys? No.
Now, you said Mr. David Dubs is responsible for this marketing program?
Yeah, he's one of the founders, one of the owners. So, a couple months back, we sat down and talked about this. So I told him I was using Aweber, I was using MailChimp, I was using a bunch of different programs, but it was expensive. And so he said that he was going to get a program together for $50 where it was very robust, and then obviously provide leads so that people can build any kind of business. It doesn't matter whether it's an affiliate marketing business, whether it's a direct sales MLM, whether it's a brick and mortar, right? Like literally, he was going to show people how to market, how to use these tools, and he's done a phenomenal job with the system. So now that everybody has seen, how we can automate marketing, how we can build a business globally, does anybody have any questions? Because it is a lot of information. You will get the link to the YouTube video. But what do you think, guys? It's pretty exciting, right?
Oh, yeah. This is clearly good information.
Oh, yeah. I mean, literally, guys, I want everybody to win. And a lot of you on here have multiple businesses. So if you learn how to automate this, you're going to win even more. Why? Because as you sleep, your marketing does not sleep.
Okay.
Okay? So it is 2:26, guys. I've had you on here for a while. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of steak and lobster today. I hope you found a lot of value in this. Everybody that's on this webinar, if you don't have my direct line, you can contact me directly at area code 214-770-9699. Again, 214-770-9699. Feel free to shoot me a text message if you want to start using the software. Let me consult with you, show you what you need to do, because I want you to get off to a freaking meteoric start. Like as soon as you learn how to automate this, you can start marketing and getting people finding you. They're coming to you, not the other way around. Now, do I still want you working organically? Of course. There's nothing more powerful than a connection with somebody where they know who you are and they can actually sit down with you face to face. That is the most powerful form of marketing. But I do teach online marketing because literally there's nothing like leverage compression of time and information. You never find anything like it. So that being said, guys, if there's no questions, I'm going to end this webinar. Do we have any questions?
How are we going to get the video?
I'll send a link. So obviously everybody has my direct line, right? 214-770-9699. I'll repeat it. 214-770-9699. Text me after this webinar. Make sure you text me. That way I can provide a link for you once I encode this webinar. I can send you a copy of the webinar, and also we can discuss you using these tools to automate your marketing for 2016 and beyond. Did you get that, Doc? You got my personal number?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else, guys? Everybody have my number?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, look, it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Make sure you take advantage of it with your family and understand that you're bound by nothing. You can accomplish anything you set your mind and your heart to. And obviously empower other people, because there's a lot of people out there looking to win, and they can't win without you, right? So literally, we're in the business of helping people. So go out and help somebody win in 2016. This webinar is now adjourned. I thank each and every one of you for your hard work. Do not forget that we have a conference call for Plus Profit tonight. If you don't have the link, make sure you get with the person that invited you to this webinar so that we can invite more people and help them win. Thank you very much, guys. God bless, and we'll talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.